Hey everyone, and welcome to this pick a card reading. This pick a card reading is all about what if you're not really broken. We can go through a lot of trauma and a lot of difficulty in our lives, and we can feel at the end of all of it that, we're just broken and there's no way to overcome the challenges that we face. But we are never broken. We just are in a very broken world. And so I'm hoping that the messages that come through are healing for you and that you can discover the light underneath the trauma. And that light is you. It's always been you and it always will be you. So there are 4 piles to choose from. I really loved doing this reading. It's so cool to channel healing messages because I heal as I hear them myself too. So because I'm discovering I'm not broken as well. So yes, take your time, pick a pile that feels right to you. And if you're listening to it and it doesn't resonate, you can always hop over to a different pile. And personal readings are open right now. We finally have gotten settled into our temporary stay here, and I got my setup, my desk, my cards, and so I'm open for personal readings right now. And as always, donations are welcome and very much appreciated to support my channel so I can continue to create content. And also, I created a tarot course. I teach tarot with music, and I also share tips and tricks that I use to channel my guides directly. You can be in constant communication with them every day, all the time. And it's something that everyone can do, not just a psychic. And anyone can use the methods that I use in my everyday living and in my work. And the more you use it, it's kind of like the method that I came up with. It's kind of like training wheels for your psychic abilities, because we're all psychic. We all have the ability to communicate with all that is, but that's been drowned out by the way this world works. And so I teach you how to tap back into the gifts you've always had and the communication that you have always had a channel to and for, and I give you the training wheels to help you strengthen those gifts. So that's a really fun course that I created. And like I said, I teach tarot with music. I teach you how to use spreads and develop your clairs and everything that I could possibly think of in that course. And also, I am starting a Patreon as well. And over there, we're going to be doing pick a card readings that the patrons get to choose the topics for. So I'm really excited to get that going too. And I think those are all the announcements, but I am so grateful that you were able to find this channel of all the millions of channels there are on the internet, that we can spend this time together. And I hope that it's a sacred time for you. I take this work very seriously, and I really have a lot of love for humanity. And there's nothing more than I want to share healing, because that's what my purpose is. And so I'm so grateful you're here, dear heart. And I hope that the messages that come through me are healing to your heart. So Hey Pile One, and welcome to this reading all about a perceived brokenness that you feel you have, and a message from your guides to help you heal this misconception, because no one is broken. And this reading is really tough for me because it's not even something that you experienced, really. It was more something that you were taught. You were taught that you were broken, and the reason you were taught this is so you could be controlled. And I feel like you've been in a situation where you had to give everything you are to someone, to something, an organization, a church, or something like this, and you were taught that you were less than, and that you have to look to a leader or look to someone of higher status, maybe even like an overly controlling parent could be as well. But I feel like you're recently breaking free from this. We have the Knight of Wands. So this is really exciting, but I also feel like it's a really weird situation for you to be in, because you've never been free before. You've never had the opportunity to, follow a path that you want to follow before. It's always been like, what do they want me to do? Whoever they is. My guides wanted me to share the lyrics from Look Down by Les Mis to represent what is making you feel broken. And they go like this. Freedom at last, how strange it is. Never forget the years, the waste, nor forgive them for what they've done. They are the guilty, everyone. The day begins, now let's see what this new world will do for me. So, like I said, you are breaking free from a very controlling dynamic. And yeah, you're in this space where it feels so strange. And I do feel that you may have a lot of anger for the illusion of captivity, or like the illusion that you had to be under someone's thumb for so long. And I feel like you went along with what they wanted because you felt like it was necessary. You felt like, yeah. And then you discovered the truth of the situation. Wait, you mean I can be free? You mean this person doesn't hold all the power? And you're looking back at your life and you're like, oh my gosh, like I would have done everything differently. I would have gone to this school. I would have married this person, or I wouldn't have gotten married at all, or something. There's like, you're looking back at your life and like, really, they disconnected me from myself. And I feel like that's the biggest wound. Wow. And when I say that, I want to cry. Like, they disconnected me from myself. I didn't even know who I was. And I lost my connection also with my higher power, my intuition, and yeah, this has come to an end. And I think this is so cool though. Like, this is the freedom. And you can see the sun here, and this person is looking directly at the sun. And I think this is an opportunity for you to rediscover your own connection with the divine. Your own, the sun represents a lot to me. Your joy, the divine, and your own personal power. Because we have the Five of Swords coming out here, and this kind of looks like silhouettes of other people, and they've got this sun for their head. Okay, just roll with me, okay? Because there were people, three or more, because there's three here, that stood over you and said, we have the power. And it's not you that has the power. That was the truth that was there all along. You had the power. You had your own personal connection with power, with your ability to choose for yourself, with light, with the divine, with goodness, with joy. But there were people who claimed that they had that power. Like, I don't know how to explain what I'm saying, but you can see it here. And they took it from you. And they taught you that you had to look up to them. They were looking down on you. They were of higher status. But like I said, you discovered the truth, that is a lie. And my guides wanted me to share this quote. She says, truth is still the truth, even if nobody believes it. And a lie is still a lie, even if everybody believes it. So I feel like when you rediscovered your own connection with the divine, maybe there were people or with your own personal power, with the knowledge that we don't have to be slaves to anything or anyone or any concept or idea. When you discovered that, you may have wanted to tell people like, hey, reconnect with this power that you are. And you can see this Knight of Cups, the heart space is being highlighted here. This truth, I feel maybe you wanted to share it or live it or be it. And then the people around you may have rejected you, made you feel like there's something wrong with you, made you feel like you're even less than you were before, because you're stepping into your own power. Yeah, and you can see you leaving here. There's this little silhouette of this guy leaving this archway. And the last tarot card of this reading is the King of Cups. And again, we have this rainbow connection with the divine coming through over and over again in your mind and in your heart, and rediscovering that, I feel, is the main message here. This is what's going to help you remember that what your power is and that you were never broken. And it's funny, my guides wanted me to share the song Bodies by Drowning Pool. And this is a song where he's saying, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor. And he's like screaming. So I was like, oh, wow, this took a turn. But the part they wanted me to share was 1, nothing's wrong with me. 2, nothing's wrong with me. 3, nothing's wrong with me. 1, something's got to give. 2, something's got to give. 3, something's got to give now. And yes, your guides, like the message is nothing is wrong with you. Nothing has ever been wrong with you. And something needs to give now. Not because you are broken, but because a system or a relationship or a situation you were a part of is broken. And this is a time for you to reclaim your own personal power. And they wanted me, so this is the oracle card. It says inner work. God brings me ideal situations for my inner healing. As I become aware of my weaknesses, I turn them into strengths. I direct my thoughts toward the light and see the positive side of every stage of my life. Darkness turns into courage, thus I get stronger. So this may have felt like a really dark time, going through this experience, but you are turning that darkness into courage and power and light, and this is the ideal situation for you. It's like, because you saw this truth, right? And you're stepping into your own personal power. And anger, although it's uncomfortable, right? It's a sign that you finally love yourself. And you're looking back on the situation and saying, damn it, I didn't deserve that. I am worthy of so much more. And this was wrong. And it's okay to be angry about how wrong this was for you to go through this, to be disconnected from your own self, to be in alignment with whatever higher authority had over you. Like, that's been wrong. It's been wrong the whole time. And I hope you are fucking angry, because you didn't deserve that. You never deserved that. And I've experienced something very similar to this myself. And it's almost like when I was abandoned by everyone. because I discovered something more true and healing that connected me back to who I really am. It's almost like I had to learn to love from the inside out. And yeah, loneliness brings us closer to ourselves and also to the divine as well. And it's almost like, because life became so dark and so lonely, I had nowhere else to turn but within, and no one else to figure out what the answer is or what is right but my own self. And because of that, I came into alignment with who I really am in a really big way. And it's almost like, okay, it's really painful to lose people when you step into authenticity, but at the same time, y'all, it's very liberating, because it's like, everyone's pissed off at me because I'm stepping into my power and my truth, and they want me to stay small and quiet and under their thumb, but I can't do it anymore. Because I'm dissolving into what other people say is best for me. I'm disappearing from my own life, and that is one of the most painful things we can experience. I always say this, like, abandonment of other people hurts, but nothing hurts worse than self-abandonment. And it is very liberating on the other side of rejection and abandonment of everyone. It's like I get to choose anything now, like your song says, freedom at last, how strange it is. And this new day begins. Let's see what this new world can do for me, because you're free now. You're free, and what makes you free is discovering that you were never broken. Just the system or the relationship you were a part of was broken. And I wanted to close your reading off with a poem from Whitney Hansen. She says, "Catch the leaves in autumn, go outside when it rains, watch thunderstorms at night, build blanket forts, pick wildflowers, admire rocks and seashells on the beach, collect all the simple treasures the world has to give." So this is your opportunity to open your heart and let it lead you every single day. And really, as you come back to your true self and you live from your heart, if you feel called to build a blanket fort, you go do that. If you feel called to go pick all the wildflowers, go do that and collect the treasures that were always meant to be yours. It's time for you to do that and allow yourself to live the life you've always wanted to live, because you're free to do it now. So that's the message for you, Pile 1. I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you next time. Hi, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. This is a message about healing perceived brokenness that you might have, and helping you rediscover or remember that it's impossible for you to be broken. And I am channeling a group of individuals that are so amazing. My guides wanted me to share the lyrics from Wild Card by Mindy Gledhill, and they go like this. "You're the kind to pick the neighbor's roses in your underclothes while they watch through the window, laughing loudly in the library while everyone reads like it's your specialty." I feel like I am channeling a very light heart, someone who loves big, and someone who, I don't know. And I feel like this is who you were, though. This is who you were. Someone who is free, trusting, happy, not afraid of the world. And this person that you've been and that you still are is magnificent. You are so magnificent. And I feel like there is a relationship that put a cloud over this version of you, this version that felt free and happy and safe in the world. And that is what your guides want to talk to you about today. Because if you're feeling disconnected from this free, happy soul, it's because of abuse, actually, or a really toxic relationship that put a cloud over the light that you are. I do see, though, that you have put this relationship down. I feel like it must have gotten so bad that you had to put this relationship down, or you're thinking about it now. This person from the past is wanting to come in and communicate to you. So this message is coming in at a time to help you, to protect you, actually, because you're not broken. And I feel like this person has made you feel that you are, and that it's almost like their presence makes this feeling worse, actually, not better. And that's the first sign that this person is wrong for you. The way they treat you makes you doubt yourself. The way they speak to you feels like a burden. It's heavy. This person brings in really heavy energy and really negative energy and very manipulative energy. And with the Magician in reverse, and it's like the Sun in reverse as well. The reason you feel broken in this person's presence is because the way they are treating you in this connection is broken. And I feel like you have seen this, the Ace of Swords. You have seen you've gotten clarity on this. You see it as it truly is. And that's why you've released this. Broke up with this person with the Two of Cups in reverse and the Devil card in reverse. Like I'm saying, this person, you may have been in a really toxic cycle with them for a long time. And there was like this power or control that they had over you, whether it just be in mind or in your life or financial, or something made you feel like you had to stay. Maybe you have like this like unwavering loyalty and you will stick it through no matter what. But I feel like this person has been very toxic to you for a long time. And it has been a burden, and you have liberated yourself from this, but this person's wanting to come back and offer more fickle love, more flighty energy. And when I saw this Temperance card, I see this guy leaning back and actually dodging a bullet here. And your guides are saying you knowing your value and your worth is going to be what helps you dodge this bullet, because this person may come in and try to make you feel guilty for choosing to not return to them. They may try to make you feel like you can't do life without them, or that you need them in some way, or I don't know. This person's going to be very manipulative. They may even love bomb you. They may come through in a way where it's like, oh wow, I really do need this person. This person does make me whole. This is what I need in my life, and I'm not enough without this person, or something where it triggers some sort of insecurity that you have, or it will help resolve a feeling of not being loved. Like they're going to fill some sort of gap. They're going to try to fill a gap and make you feel like you need them, or make you feel like this love that they have to offer is everything you need. It's going to be very sly, and your guides really want to help you dodge this bullet, because you are magnificent, and you, as you truly are, the free and happy soul, doesn't need this person. Okay. If you can think back on your life prior to even meeting this person, who were you then? and how free were you? How much have you lost yourself in this connection? And just do a little quick comparison of you with this person to you before this person. And did you lose your free spirit? Did you lose aspects of yourself? And like I said, that's a really big sign that this person is wrong for you. Because if you find the person who's right for you, you're going to feel more excited to be who you are. You're going to become more free in your authenticity and in your joy and in your hope for a better future. You will feel more of that, not less of that. My guides also wanted me to share the song Hate to Admit It by Maria. Shoot, I forgot her last name. Maria. And the lyrics go like this. I keep the light on when I sleep because the darkness wakes me up, and I still flinch at people's kindness like it's a loaded gun. I laugh too hard at the wrong time, say I'm fine when I'm losing my mind, and in those moments I feel weak. I'm just trying not to leave. So I think this is you post meeting this person. This person broke your trust. This person broke your hope. And it's, yeah, I still flinch at people's kindness like it's a loaded gun. This person was kind to you when things started here. This person was, and that kindness was used as a manipulation. Yes, and so now it's like you fear people who are kind because you know what a kind person can do. And so, yeah, this person really... But you are not broken because you met this person. This person needs to stay away from you. You really need to protect yourself from this person. My guides also wanted me to share the lyrics from Que Sera Sera by Doris Day. She says, when I grew up, I fell in love and I asked my sweetheart what lies ahead. Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. This person was not committed to you. This person was, it's like the whole connection was like water. There was nothing solid here. There was nothing committed here, and this person was very fickle in their love, and it's like, oh, whatever happens happens, like let's just play house, or something like this. And I think this backfired, and in a really tragic way, and your guides are saying don't allow this person to do this to you again. I teach tarot with music, and the song for the Temperance card is called Rooted by Aisha Badru. Sorry you have so many songs in this reading, but in the song she says, know your value and know your worth, and don't let this person make you doubt it. And the oracle card my guides want me to share is Goodness. And it says, I refine my character and overcome difficulties by remaining positive. I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect to transform shadow into light. I consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. And so what your guides want you to know is that you can return to this carefree spirit, and yeah, you can, all the darkness and all the shadow that's accumulated here, you can turn that into light. You have the power to do that. And I feel like, yeah, really protecting your energy from this person is going to be the best thing you can do. And like I said, I'm just going to say it again. This person may try to guilt trip you to make you feel like, you should stay with them, but you don't need to stay or give to this person out of guilt, because that's just going to, I just don't feel like that's going to lead to your happiness. Of course, you can always choose what you want to do. That's just the advice coming through in the reading. And I wanted to close your reading with a poem from Whitney Hansen. And the one my guides picked to share with you goes like this. You begin with hope, the kind that is unwavering, untouched by the hands of heartache. Please clasp that hope between your palms as tightly as you can, as if you were a child and there are fireflies trying to escape your fingers. And when it becomes dark, because it will, peer between your pointer finger and your thumb and remember that there is light. So that is the message for you, pile 2. I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you next time. Hi, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. This is a message about how you're not actually broken. We're going to be talking about something in your life that you may feel helpless about, or makes like you may perceive yourself to be broken because of this thing. But this is a message to come and clarify that you are not actually broken, and because none of us are. And my guides wanted me to start off your reading with the lyrics from You Gotta Be by Desiree, I think is how you say her name. And they go like this. Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. So I feel like there is something regarding a relationship that you feel powerless about. And it's almost like you've surrendered to the future you feel is going to be what it is. Like, you don't know that you can change the future, maybe. And there's like this feeling of powerlessness here. And there's something about you needing to stand up and be counted that's coming out in the tarot as well, because we have the 7 of Wands. There's a relationship that you may be wanting to pursue, but there's people who have a problem with it, and so I feel like maybe you're surrendering to, this just isn't going to work. Maybe kind of pessimistic thinking, because like if I pursue this relationship, that means all these people are going to be upset or something like this. But your guides want you to know that you can be at peace even when other people are not. And they want to kind of open your mind to your ability to create your future instead of surrender to your future. And I feel like this relationship that you have with this person started out as a beautiful friendship, and it's something very special to you. They wanted me to share this quote. It's from a movie, but I don't know which one. This is just a TikTok video. But he said, look, you had a beautiful friendship, maybe more than a friendship, and I envy you. My place. Most parents would hope the whole thing goes away, pray their sons find their feet, land on their feet. But I'm not such a parent. We rip out so much of ourselves to make things faster that we go bankrupt by the age of 30 and have less to offer each time we start with someone new. But to make yourself feel nothing, so is to not feel anything. What a waste. So maybe you're in this place where, yeah, you have this beautiful friendship with someone, but you're like, it could never be more than that because my parents wouldn't approve, or and you feel like you just have to delete how you feel for this person. But this message coming through is saying, like, what a waste that would be, to delete love from your own heart. And I feel like that's why you're being invited to take a leap of faith. And with the 4 of Cups here, yeah, you may fear rejection and having to stand up and be counted, just like your song said. And you may have been caught between, should I do this or should I not? And there may even be people in your ear saying all sorts of things like, oh, this isn't going to work, or kind of putting in doubt into your mind and into your heart. Five of Swords. This is a card of deceit, gaslighting, and you may be caught up in what they're saying. It's like you're juggling between, excuse me, you're juggling between, should I speak my mind? Should I pursue my path? Or should I just let this end? And we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. I feel like you're not really wanting this to end, because it would be very painful to delete your love for this person. And your guides are saying you don't have to do that. You can have everything that you want with this person. The Emperor card and the Ten of Pentacles. This is saying, yeah, it's time to stand in your power and believe in your ability to manifest and create the life that you want, and that you can have all that you want with this person. The Ten of Pentacles is all about legacy, family. Oh, and this could also be, yeah, you may want to build a life with this person, but also you may fear that if you choose them, you would lose family probably as well. The Five of Cups is a lot about grief and, loss, but it's also about perspective. And if you are just focused on the loss, right, you're going to lose people that don't support your path or what you feel called to do. But if you change your perspective, you can see things in a whole new way. And it's kind of like, but then you get to create the life that you want to build, the family that you want to have. And that is not... It's not worth it to, kind of like this parent said here, like that would be such a waste to delete your love, to delete your hopes for the future, to delete this beautiful future that you could have, because other people have a problem with it. If we backed ourselves into a corner, right, and didn't do things because people have a problem with it, and we were worried about what everyone thinks, we would do nothing. We would be nothing, because everyone has a problem with something. I'll tell you that for sure. Everyone has a problem with something. And I feel like it's time to focus on what you want to create and build for yourself. Because if we focus on what other people want us to create and build, we end up with a life that we don't even belong in, that we don't even feel aligned with. I've done it before. So I would highly recommend not doing that. Okay. My guides also wanted me to share this quote by Jennifer W. on TikTok. She said, "Today is going to be a great day. Start off with a positive attitude. Start off thinking this is going to be the best week I've had in a long time. Manifest your own destiny. Manifest your own positivity. Manifest things in your life by just having a positive attitude." So, yeah, maybe you do have to kind of combat the negativity from others coming at you as you are trying to manifest the life you want. It's like they're in direct conflict with what it is that you're trying to manifest. But you can create the energy that you're wanting to call to you by having this positive attitude toward the life that you're wanting to build, toward this connection, toward this relationship that you're wanting to have. You can do that from within yourself. And it's almost like that's going to change your energy. Things are going to shift automatically when you do that with the people who are misaligned with that. And that may be why the Five of Cups is coming out. You may become an energetic mismatch as you go against what it is that they want you to manifest, what it is that they want you to do. But there's like this controlling energy over you that it's almost like it needs to be released so you can be aligned with what it is that you want. And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to release the people, but release the control that they have over you. And for some reason, my guides wanted me to say, just breathe. Maybe maybe this is really stressful for you. Maybe, yeah. There's also something that you feel like you're wanting to do over and over again, but you keep stopping yourself. And maybe they're saying, like, just breathe and do it anyway. Just breathe. Stop stopping yourself because of fear. The Fool card coming out at the beginning of the tarot spread is saying, like, have faith and do it anyway. Where's my card? There it is. Have faith and do what it is that you feel called to do anyway, even though you're scared, even though you're not sure how it's going to turn out. Because I feel like there's a lot of love here, and it would be a shame for it to go to waste. The oracle cards that my guides want me to share, first we have gratitude. And it says, I'm aware of the light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the beauty in and around me. I give thanks to God for every little thing that brings me joy. Thus I enlighten my thoughts. Riches surround me, and I appreciate all that life brings to me. And this is the energy. Dr. Joe Dispenza says, if you want to manifest anything, be in the energy of that thing before it even arrives, because then you come into alignment with what it is that you're wanting to manifest. So if negative thoughts are taking you over, if you're feeling powerless, if you're like wanting to give up, direct your thoughts toward light and toward the beauty all around you, and know that you can manifest those things. And the next oracle card is open to the universe. It says, I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus I'm open to the divine light of the universe. And then I just wanted to close this reading with a poem from Whitney Hansen. And it goes like this. I like being alone, but that is why I knew you were different, because for the first time ever, I wanted someone else's company more than my own. So yeah, this beautiful friendship has the potential to turn into a beautiful love, and know that you have the power to create what it is that you want and to manifest the life that you've always dreamt of. And so that's the message for you, pile 3. I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you next time. Hi Pile 4, and welcome to this reading. I'm doing a pick a card reading today, all about how you may feel broken, but you're actually not. And what I'm seeing here for you, Pile 4, you may have a wound regarding love in general. I feel like you've had past partners who may have been very aloof, very cruel, and it's kind of like you want nothing to do with love anymore, and you feel broken in this love department, but it's impossible for you to be broken. I can see here that you have been through a lot of difficulty with the 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, a lot of grief, a lot of pain, but there is someone who actually is coming into your life, or returning to your life, because we also have the 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is someone who feels so lucky to know you, someone who feels very lucky to have you in their circle. This may be like a friend of yours, and it's like they talk about you behind your back, but it's good things. Like, this person has only good things to say about you, and they really love your mind, how you think. The Queen of Swords, they love the way you speak your mind. I feel like you've opened this person's mind to a lot of new things as well, because of what you share, what you say. And also, you two are a match. You are like a perfect match. We have the Queen of Swords, Justice card, and the King of Swords all in a row here. You're a perfect match. But it's almost like you have come a really long way to overcome your past. You can see this is the past you here, and you've come so far to get to where you are. And there's a part of you that is saying, like, I'm never going back to that version of me. I'm never going back to that situation. I'm never going to put myself in that situation again. And in this, I'm feeling like you're saying, I don't want to be in a relationship again because the past was so painful. The past was so bad. And I'm stepping into my power and my courage and my strength. And it's almost like I'm armoring up. But it's like to the point of not allowing love in your life anymore. It's like, I gotta get away from the Six of Swords. I've got to get away from all trouble. And I feel like you just associate love with trouble, the end. But like I said, there's someone that thinks the world of you. And we have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. Someone that wants to offer love to you. And they have like so much love for you. And they're really grateful to know you. And you guys are a perfect match. And they wanted me to share these lyrics from Perfect by Ed Sheeran. He said, because we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I'll not give you up this time. Oh, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own. And in your eyes, you're holding mine. So yeah, kind of like I'm saying, I think this person may be someone from the past, because we do have the Six of Cups coming out. This is a card of soulmates. This is a card of the past, of reconciliation as well. So we may be talking about someone that you met a long time ago when you were kids, and you fell in love with this person. And maybe things happened to take the two of you apart. Oh yeah, maybe that's what this is about. Yeah, maybe you had a decision to make and you weren't sure what to do because you did meet someone that you felt was your perfect match, and you moved on and away from this. Or you have the potential of doing that again because you don't believe in love anymore, maybe. Okay. But this person has the potential to change the way you see love. If you allow this person space in your life, if you can trust them, is what I want to say. If you can just open your heart and trust again, which I know is really incredibly difficult when you've had really difficult relationships. It can be incredibly painful and scary as hell to open your heart again. But my guides wanted me to share this poem by Soulsai, and it goes like this. One of the most beautiful things is when someone changes your definition of love without even meaning to. You always thought it had to be dramatic or complicated, but then they show you it can be peace. It can be easy. It can look like someone remembering your favorite coffee order or making sure you got home safe. It makes you wonder how many things in life could be gentler than we've been taught to expect. So yeah, I feel like there's this energy of expecting the future to be just like the past, and that's why you've closed off love in general. But I feel like you have this opportunity to experience something completely different. And yeah, you may feel broken in the love department, but that's just because you haven't found the right person for you. And this person may have differences from you. I'm not saying you even just because you're a perfect match doesn't mean you're exactly the same. But it's like the things that matter most to you are the things that matter most to your person. And I'm just going to share the poem now because it makes sense right now. This is a poem by Whitney Hansen that my guides wanted me to share, and it goes like this. We draw a Venn diagram on a crumpled piece of notebook paper. We list everything that makes us different and everything that we have in common. And I think it's beautiful that we find little pieces of ourselves in other people. I'm in love with a space where our hearts overlap. So yeah, this person and you, like, what matters most to you is what matters most to this person. And that's why you make such a perfect match. And my guides also wanted me to share the lyrics from Make You Feel My Love. I think Garth Brooks is the first one who sang this song. And they go like this. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. So, yeah, this is going to be a completely different experience than anything you've had before. And yes, it's going to take courage to open your heart again. But I feel like this is courage worth having, and this is a leap of faith worth taking, because this person is genuine, this person is kind and gentle, and there's nothing that they wouldn't do to make you feel their love. And it's like, oh, how does that quote go? I don't know, but if someone's talking behind your back and only saying good things, you know that is a person you can trust. You know, if the words they say about you when you're not there are positive and kind, yeah, that's someone that you want to keep around, right? And I wanted to share the oracle cards with you. We have first guidance. And it says, in times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me and step forward in trust. I release my fate to God and my faith is rewarded. Then we have goodness. I overcome my imperfections, polish my character, and feed on the positive. Thus I free myself. Allow my goodness to manifest and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, and love to myself and others. So I feel like your guides are going to walk with you through this as you open your heart again, and know that, yeah, you can focus on the positive and actually manifest the positive. So that is the message for you. I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you next time.